Good morning, chat. Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? Oh, there I am. Oh, I hope everyone. Actually, that is a little bit high. One second. Let's just. Oh, are you not going to tilt now? Is that as far as you're going to go? Have you decided? Okay. All right. Well, today I know normally we'd be doing draft. But honestly, the new set hasn't really done it for me when it comes to draft. It's been a bit just not really great. It's certainly not been my favorite set of the more recent releases by a wide margin. So we're going to do some standard today. And our quests are blue, black, white, and blue. So, we're probably just playing this deck. I haven't really changed this deck since the new set came out. And again, I don't really want to spend too many of my wild cards to mess with it. I don't think anything particularly exciting came out in these colors. You've got the guy that lets you investigate, I suppose. This guy. Sacrifice a clue to Sphinx's revelation, but like, I don't think I particularly care for it. Plus, the way the deck wins is just breach the multiverse my opponent anyway, so. But yeah, we're just going to be playing some very casual standard.
This is your rank.
For a couple of hours, we'll try and finish our quests. And then maybe we'll swap to something a little bit more punchy. Maybe we'll try doing our mole deck again. Maybe we'll try doing our haste deck. Whatever we do, hopefully it'll at least be entertaining. This is probably a terrible hand. So we'll keep it, because why not, right? I mean, we can't even memory deluge off this hand. We can't play anything. This is a awful hand. But I mean, we need to play 40 lands anyway, so maybe this person's playing something really slow. Maybe we won't get absolutely steamrolled. Nope, they are playing the, God, what is it called? Boros... fucking... Convoke, or whatever, from the looks of it. It's got a bunch of stuff that has flash, a bunch of stuff that makes extra dudes, or extra things, and then it taps them all to do the 4/4 and a whole bunch of other shit. Yeah. I wouldn't say this is incredibly aggressive, but it's aggressive enough that with this start, we're probably dead. Unless we, like, pull Sunfall out of our ass or something. Yeah. And then, do you just have the 4/4 in hand? Just a bunch of dudes, and then yeah, they've got the 4/4. Man, this is gross. Like, vomit a bunch of creatures into the 4/4 to reload. With just more dudes. Yeah, you need a board wipe against this deck or you lose. And unfortunately, we haven't drawn one of ours. We do have depopulate in the deck. Yeah, that's the win condition there. Don't think we're winning that one, chat. I mean, I did say it was really bad hand. But, you know, it's not too big of a deal. Like I said, a bunch of people... Well, by this point, a bunch of people are going to be playing... whatever decks are winningest at the moment. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure that Boros deck has been probably tearing up Standard. Is somebody having fun? Tell me they're not. Let's just play a planes so we've got the make disappear up if we need it. No. Do I try wedding announcement? It's just gonna get countered, right? I don't think I try playing it until I think I have blue. Oh no, I only have planes. Oh. Okay. A depopulate. Swing with the 1/1 first.
Run away. You'll be safer. Guards, to me.
Okay. Sure. Sure.
May your blade strike true. I am the Emperor of Karlov, and I will protect my people. Guards, to me. Remember your training.
I think they just all swing like this, right?
Years of training. Like this?
Do I mean, they didn't counter this, so fuck it. guess I'll have an Aurelia. Nothing in my graveyard, really. Have your own. Because of course you do.
Our swords will cross again.
Eternal Wanderer.
This is our enemy. My blade has no equal.
Let's get rid of that. So we've got rid of 2 Aurelias in whatever this deck is. Control with Aurelias? Oh yeah, fine. Yeah, I've never seen this deck.
Thank you for your help.
1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, how many lands have I got? 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I don't imagine these are surviving. I imagine he's just going to sweep her, so there's not really much point in cracking the map tokens. Colour me shocked, chat. Yeah. Anything else? I will have another breach and a Jace. Cool. Thanks. Breach. I get. What do I have? Oh, I've got anything I want now. I guess I'll just Jace out of my thing. And for you, I'll just have an Aurelia because it's a bigger thing. And then I will... Yeah, they know what's coming. And that's how we win. We breach into Jace, mill them, and then play another Jace and mill them again. Oh god, I do hate control decks though. It's so slow. Spend my whole time playing in my opponent's turn. I know some people really love it, but I do not. Fortunately, I think Magic has grown to the point where people appreciate all different kinds of play styles. So, I don't know. MTGA, maybe not. MTGA is a bit, I don't know, because you never have to really see or interact or speak with your opponent like you do in, you know, real life Magic. I feel like it's a lot easier to just this is looking rough. I think this deck has 26 lands in it and all. Ow. Ow, ow. Nice. I'm gonna say that was just unlucky. I don't know. We had decent lands the first 2 games. I'm pretty sure it has like 26 lands in it. Let's go have a look. It has 10, 14, 18, 22, 26. 26 lands. Cool. Yep. Unfortunate. But these things are going to happen. Oh, these are all the Fallout ones, because they've got the new Fallout Commander crap stuff coming, haven't they? To be fair, I've been playing Fallout recently, so I approve of certain things, like, you know, dog meat. Love me some dog meat. Or at least, he's the best follower. But he's a good pupper. But, I don't really care for the, crossovers. Even, like, I don't play it as much anymore, but I'm a big fan of, Warhammer 40k. And they had that Warhammer 40k crossover. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And that was about as far as I got. Because I'm just not a big, you know, super hyped, excited fan of all the crossover stuff. I would prefer Magic was good enough to stand by itself rather than needing to dip into other franchises. But Doctor Who as well. Like, I watched Doctor Who a lot when I was younger, and I watch it with my partner now that we're here because. Oh, this is the 3-color deck. 5-color deck, sorry. Whatever. The one that plays Up the Beanstalk. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about this. Next turn I can exile it, so let's just hope he doesn't do anything crazy for 4 mana, shall we? Okay. You got protection. This is weird. Oh. I didn't realize Dusklit Shores was the one that you have to play first. I probably would have played that turn 1 if I'd have known and played it the other way around, but I wasn't really paying any attention, I have to admit. Are these all? No, these are 2 or more. Why is this one 2 or fewer? Did I just get them mixed up? Maybe I just decided, I don't know, that was better for this deck? No idea. Another Bramble Familiar. Sure.
The weak-minded will be educated in Phyrexia's ways. We can improve upon your ideas.
What is going on with my drawers today? Oh, is it an is it a 5-color invasion of a Alar deck? Oh. what's happening. Okay. Okay, cool. I need to draw a land. An untapped land. Oh, I mean, you're just gonna kill Jace, yeah. Probably should have used Jace first, but... Oh well.
Nothing more.
Sure. You want to cast that depopulate? Oh, fuck me. There's another land. That doesn't really do anything. But I can now Sunfall. Sure. Ow. Cool. Sunfall. Okay. I mean, if I get... Yeah. Sure, you're gonna remove 3 counter... Okay, cool. Breach. I'll have a Jace. And it doesn't really matter. A Tali? Yeah. You lose to just Jace mill you. I don't understand what was happening there. I guess bad matchup? I suppose? Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, he was doing all of the things, and my response was, sure. Because nothing ever happened. Probably a terrible keep, but I'm going to keep it anyway. I'm never really too worried about, you know, my rank or anything like that. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do anything about Swift Spear anyway. Remember, chat, we have 26 lands in here. Sure. Sure. And we didn't get it. I'm pretty sure it's a 60 card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 60 card deck, 26 lands. But that's okay, we don't need it. Okay. No. Okay. Ow.
For the sake of Phyrexia, I will heal.
Okay.
You don't
Ow.
understand what's what's important.
Ow.
You can be
Okay.
made to obey.
I have Sunfall if he just vomits creatures. Ow.
You hesitate to accept the truth.
Cool.
I don't understand what went wrong.
So let's just play this and exile your dudes. Sweet. Right. Huh. Do I just die? I think I have to do this. No, I'm still dead, right? Yeah. Damn. Not quite enough. Maybe I should have used the draw and heal earlier to just give myself a bigger stack of life. But I wanted to try and deal with what was on the board as well. Maybe I did it the wrong way around. Maybe I should have healed first and then dealt with what was on the board with like the Sunfall or whatever. I don't know. Two or more. Okay. Oh. That's cool. I like that. The full art. Restless Ridge. Very cool. No. It's this stupid deck again. I have seen this deck. This deck is a bit of a pain in the ass. It's the Hammerhead. Oh, that's a problem. Yep. You got big boys. You got what? 6 at the moment? 7 if you play another land. Nothing. You just skipped that phase. That's not the right play. Yeah. I'm not dead. Am I? Five, 10, 13. Not dead, so I need to use this, and I need to get... this. And I guess I'll take this. Ow. Ow. Because Eternal Wanderer is a clear. Right? I can just... So I can play Eternal Wanderer.
your business.
I can choose the 0-1 and everything else dies.
The Emperor of Kamigawa.
And we're getting close to Breach Manor. This is going to transform.
We'll finish this later.
Okay. There's the hammer skull. So I play this 1, 2, 3, which allows me to this, and still have mana up for Wandering or Union depending on what gets played. And next turn we can breach, because if he just flips one of these, I'm just gonna exile it. Okay. Sure, I don't care. I feel like he might be a bit tilted at this point. Okay, so we play this, we breach. I guess I'll take one of your Bone Horde and I'll take my Eternal. Because then you can keep a 0-1 and I'll keep the Bone Horde, thank you. Seems good. Okay. He has to attack with both. Me? You're attacking me with both. Okay, right, yeah. I guess that was the play. Okay. Blue or black spells. So I think what we're going to do is just swap to our mono black deck and just grind it out.
After each victory, it'll improve.
I don't care, Nabby. I really don't. But yeah. This is also more of a control deck, which is a bit annoying. But at least it's a control deck where I can beat my opponent up a little bit sometimes. Yeah, sure. Oh, it's this deck. I mean, Preacher, Shield Rod is pretty good against this deck. Sure. They'll have, I'm still gonna go for the Throat this because you have to. But there's just, they have a second one in hand. Every single time I play up against this deck, they've got all 4 Jeskai Naturalists in the starting hand. Really? You don't have another Jeskai Naturalist? Okay. Sure. Death Touch Creature. Now, they do have a bunch of exile removal, so they probably just play that. Do you have another one? That's not quite lethal. Oh, that is. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Ugh. That deck's still good. By the way, in case people were wondering whether that deck's still good. I mean, it's very... The issue I have with that white-green deck, I think I said this before, last time I saw it, is that I can't play it because when I draw it, I get 2 lands, 4 copies of the +2/+0 trample thing, and then like a borrowed time, and then I'll mulligan and get that again and again and again and again until I've mulliganed to 1. At that point, it seems rather ridiculous to try playing that deck. I think I've played it maybe like 20, 30 times, and I think I saw Jeskai Naturalist in my hand once. Which I know you're going to be like, that's statistically impossible. And I'm like, yes. I know. But, you know, not a massive amount I could do about that. Probably cut down goes at this rate, because I don't think they're going to be using small creatures. I think they're going to all be very big.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Oh.
Don't overthink things.
You need to do something about this. Just normally.
The others can deal with you.
Tough choice.
What would you like? 2 lands and the 2 things, or 4 lands? Okay. Wow. Rude. I really don't want to do this. Ugh. Oh, whatever. Fuck off. Yes. What does it get being putting opponent card from your hand onto the battlefield? Okay. Yeah. Yep. Nope. I suppose I do need to play black cards. Let's just do this. Cool. I probably could have played that better. Maybe. Yeah, I probably could have played that better. Probably should have, what? Not played the board wipe for the 8-9. But then they would have had an 8-9 left, probably. Depending on which side I put it of the options, whether they picked it. Ah, whatever. Yep. Okay, so it's turn this into 3 dudes. Play a land, turn this into 3 dudes, play the 4/4, probably. Ooh. Maybe not. Get rid of you and heal. I still don't think there's much I can do about it, right? Like, if he just has... Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, there's the Night Errant. Because I don't really have a way of dealing with the Night Errant or the Warden of the Inner Sky being the main issue. Or this thing. Like, what do I do? Play this? Eat this? Next turn I can play Tenacious Underdog and go for the throat, I guess. But, I mean, this deck's already sort of churning. I need the board wipe. I do have, what, 3 copies, I think, in here? Maybe only 2. There's War Leader's Call. Yep, that makes things a little bit more difficult. Yep. Yep. Alright, there's not much else we can do about it, right? The Warden of the Inner Sky lets them scry, so we kind of really need to slow that down. But there's the gleeful demolition, yeah. Ow, ow, ow. And now they have 3 more sacrifice targets for if I do play Liliana. Like, the only way we win this is if we draw the Devious, the new board wipe off the top. And if that's the only way we win, I'm going to try and take as much damage as possible, and then pray we get it off the top. No. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. This deck requires this white-red deck requires you to have a board wipe or be fast enough to keep up with it. And like I said, we do have 3 copies of Deadly Cover-Up because it was becoming such an issue for this deck that I just decided to put some. I had the -X previously, but I didn't have enough stuff in my graveyard to make it function. So yeah, the only thing we have 4 copies of is Shield Rod and Liliana. We got 3 copies of this, but it's never there when we need it. Never there when we need it, which is a bit sad. Ooh. We need to draw another land. And now when we need to draw another land, of course we won't. So is this the enchantments deck again? I'm assuming it's green-white enchantments. Okay. We did get that.
Those who get in my way tend to regret. I'm tired of your secrets.
I guess it's Starving Revenant because we can't play it. Oh, it's weird. What is that? Is this like removal centric something? I don't know. At least it's new. I like this. Whoever this is, thank you for at least playing something that I haven't seen 100,000 times already. Dark Hawk, I approve of you playing new cards.
Don't overthink things.
Numb.
Sacrifices must be made.
What? Was it that streamlined focus that without either of those cards you couldn't win? Or did you just have a trash hand? Ooh, we got a land. Right. So, Quite
After
nabby.
each victory, it'll improve.
What do we feel like? Some
This
mole
is
god?
the rank. This.
Why does she repeat when I switch decks? What is happening? Can I
This.
shut her off?
Welcome to my humble home.
Can I
I'll
turn
give
you
the
off?
tour. Here's just a few of the many resources out there. If you want to learn the very basics of how to
How do
play
I
magic,
turn her
then
off?
Quick Start is the place to, well, start. It's jam-packed with expert information and strategy. And you can all...
There you go. Shut her up a treat. Fuck it. Let's try a couple of Mole God games, see if we can't get the combo off for the fun. I wonder if no voice means that we won't get Planeswalker talking. Oh, no, that's too big a deal. I mean, this deck doesn't even run Planeswalkers, it doesn't really matter. I don't know. This looks a bit questionable. Fuck it. What's the worst that can happen? We lose? Oh no, what a tragic shame. I like that I need early games, so the deck's like, yeah, you need the only other 4 costs in your deck short of the Mole God. Because of course. I suppose at least I'll have a 2/2 next turn. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen this deck. This is the most annoying deck in the world, by the way. Literally just the biggest pain in the ass. You got removal? Probably, right? Or is this just shield rods to make me real sad? Oh no, you do have some. Okay. Ooh, a Scalding Piper. Interesting. I run you in my mono red ping deck. Everybody takes one. Oh. I take lethal? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I'm on 4. Yay! Didn't get it, chat. Surprisingly. I almost stunned myself with my inability to get there. we've been playing for what, like almost an hour now, and we have won 4 games. That is sad. Sure. You want okay. We'll get there eventually. We'll draw it. Whether or not it'll win us the game is another question, but we'll draw it. Maybe we'll play the... Well, I don't know. Do I really feel like playing the other haste deck? Honestly, maybe I should just try making it... The problem is I don't want to burn all my wild cards and then, you know, see something in Thunder Junction that's really cool. Because this new set, there's just, like, nothing that really got me excited. I mean, Quake Mold, but we did that already. And it's not good. It was just, you know, fun. Yeah, this new set really didn't hit for me. Draft wasn't particularly exciting or cool, and it just the whole like the whole set really was just a bit. There's Quake Mole. If we get a land, we're in business. Okay. Set up. Set up for the turn. He's dead next turn. Like, really fucking dead next turn. Oh, come on. We had it. We could have just played the Azang, but that wouldn't... There's no point playing the Azang if you can't give it haste, because they'll just bounce it or exile it or whatever. I mean, that was blue-green, so they can't exile or do anything really to it, but they could have bounced it. So there's no point in actually giving it haste. I mean, that's what the whole deck's for. I had like 5 ways to give it haste in hand. And this looks doable. Especially if we can get one more land in Quake Mole. Oh. I think I've got a bit of a cold, chat. It's a bit unfortunate. Oh. Is this... Oh. I don't think I've seen this deck yet. It's the Cryptic Cloak deck, right? At least that's what I've heard. You like Cryptic Cloak and make it... Or, Cryptic Cloak and it uses the Cauldron or something as well, right? Is that what it does? Oh, it's ninjutsu. Oh, sure. Do whatever you want. You're taking way more damage than I am. Does he have a response? Take 8. Okay, you do have a fading hope. I mean, that doesn't really do much, because they all have haste, so they're just coming back next turn. But, I mean, feel free to ninjutsu some stuff. Maybe you'll kill me enough. I don't know. Maybe this deck will have enough tricky stuff to just overwhelm me. Yep. I think, who was it I saw? There's some guy who makes Magic players review Hearthstone cards and makes Hearthstone player, or reviews Magic cards from the perspective of a Hearthstone player or something. Don't know what his name is. He's on YouTube. But he was trying to get into Magic, and I think this was the deck he was playing. Okay. He's on 6. Sure. Okay. Dead? Not quite dead. I feel like that was him going all in, and that just, I mean, unless he's lethaling me. I mean, to be fair, that's me assuming he has a bunch of tricky, bouncy bullshit in his hand, which he might not do. He might just have nothing, apparently. Again, we still haven't managed to do the thing. We got some packs. Should probably open those. Sure. Sure. Alright. Let's keep going. Oh, I really don't know how long I'm going to be streaming today. Usually I've entertained myself in the first few hours with, or the first hour and a bit with draft. But, like I said, the draft format for this set really hasn't done it for me. Not just the draft format as well, the set itself feels a bit... I mean, a lot of people probably won't really care, but I the first time I really got like into going to pre-releases and all that sort of stuff was original Ravnica, where you got to pick a pre-release box, depending on your guild. And I really like Ravnica. Weirdly, even though I'm definitely more of a Gruul player, I really enjoy Dimir. I think Lazov is a cool card. What are you getting rid of? And I know he's in the new set and it's based in Ravnica, but it's got nothing to do with the guilds. Like, at all. It's just kind of a nothing burger. Which is really weird. Like, Lazov is just, you know, he's a fine card, he's a good card, but he's not really Dimir thematic. There isn't even a Dimir thematic for it to be based on. Yeah, I don't think I can beat this. Okay. So, yeah, it's just a bit like I'm sure they had a reason they picked Ravnica, and I'm sure some people really like the whole detective following clues and solving a mystery idea behind the set. But for me, I was literally just there like, why are we here? Like, what does this matter? Because it just doesn't really, I don't know. Just kind of bleh. Like nothing, there's just nothing to it. It's just like, oh hey, here's Ravnica people, and we're solving a mystery. And I was just there like, okay, cool. Like, why do I care? Oh, he had the removal jam. We have one more chance if he doesn't have the removal again. Which it would appear he does if it's holding priority like that. No. Quick ball! Make him huge! Smash! There you go. We did it! Woo! That wasn't real. We didn't win off that, so we'll try doing it again. But yeah, it doesn't feel like I don't know. Maybe they don't want to move away from Ravnica being guild focused, but without the guilds, then there's nothing that makes Ravnica particularly special. Like, that's just it. That was the thing. Like, what's the point? Why do a Ravnica set that doesn't involve the guilds at all? Like, again, they've got, like, token guild cards. They've got, you know, Lazov. They've got Niv Mizzet, the new guild pact god or whatever. And, like, sure, that's fine. But it's just, you know, if you're not going to do guild stuff, what's the point? It's just not Ravnica. Yeah. I know. Remember. Yep. Well, we got 2 of these guys now, so sure. Nice. So yeah. Yeah, it's just I don't understand why you'd make a set in Ravnica if you were just gonna blow off everything that makes Ravnica special. It just seems weird. Like, do they have any of the previous Ravnica mechanics or anything apart from here's some token Ravnica characters at all? Not really. I can't think of any. Maybe they do. Maybe they do. Maybe I'm just talking out my ass. But I like looking at it. I'm just like, what is? What is there? Like, is there anything interesting happening? Because I can't see it. But yeah, maybe it's just me. Maybe I am just not understanding. Again, I prefer generally like more fighty decks, so, or more fighty sets or something. Like, I really enjoyed what was the set before this one, the big dinosaurs. What's it? Oh my god, how have I forgotten? Ixalan. Yeah, like, I really enjoy Ixalan because there's giant dinosaurs and I can, you know, get excited about spawning giant dinosaurs. All I need is a Quake Mole. 4 copies in the deck. All I need is Quake Mole. Because then he can't stop me. I don't think he can... Oh, that can. That trades with Quake Mole. You're gonna block? Okay. Well, now if I get Quake Mole, it's still a win, right? Because it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 8. Oh no, he can block enough. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Heal. Oh. Oh, wrong thing. Ah! I clicked the wrong thing. Sorry, chat. I think I'm dead on the swing, right? I can block 3 things. 1, 2, 3. I take 4, 8. So I'm dead. Sadly. What? 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 I'm confused. That was an ultimate math is for blockers moment, that was. My opponent was just there like, nah, think I'll die. Sure. We need a green mana and Quake Mole. Fuck it. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? Aha! You're gonna have no idea what's fucking going on, mate. No! Okay. It's not that big a deal. Yeah. I'm assuming he's got removal, so I'm just going to hot foot gnome instead of squee, because I assume he wants to burn squee. Sure, I have 2 of them, you know I have 2 of them, so it's really not a big deal. Ravine! That's what the deck is, it's a Ravine deck. Yeah, it's probably gone too far at this point, right? I don't know, maybe if I can play fucking... Maybe if I can do land into Quake Mole, it'll be worth. maybe playing this deck at anything sort of above low, sort of like mid-silver, low gold is a bad idea. Everyone's just playing that, the deck we just played up against, what is it, 3-color, exile everything, bullshit. I mean, it's not necessarily all the same Rafine deck, but I know there's a deck flying around that's just like a bunch of those bats, a bunch of removal, and then whatever win condition you want. That guy, I guess, picked Rafine. But I think there's one that's just a bunch of planeswalkers as well. To be fair, it's just that bat being pretty good, to be honest. You can't get too upset about it, because it's just a good... Oh, you got cut down, sorry? My bad, I almost tried to play the game. Cool! Well, at least he doesn't have another cut down. Okay. I assumed he'd have ways to sacrifice this dude, which is why I bolted it first turn. Sure. Okay. Well, he's drawn back up to 7 cards in hand, which is probably really fucking bad for me. Depending on how his draws went. I'm assuming there's got to be a, what's her name in there? Shield Rod? Or more Fanatical Offerings, maybe? Oh my god, we got the Quaker Mole. Chances that it does something? Okay. I guess he has the 5 mana blow everybody up. Deadly cover up. Anything that makes sense, I guess. For him to still be alive. Beseech the Mirror. Phyrexian Obliterator. That was cool. I'll give him that. Yeah. Cool combo. He almost died to it, but not quite. Should we play something else, chat? Do we just play ramp? chill out with Ramp for an hour. I don't know. I don't know how long. I should really try and go to at least 1 o'clock, but honestly, I'm just starting to get a bit. Ugh. Sure. Is that like it's gotta be, yeah, I was gonna say it's enchantments, right? Because it's always enchantments. This destroys enchantments, which is nice. Yeah, very useful. I think next turn we just play this for 6 and blow up the Ozolith. Probably. Sure. Yeah, I think it's definitely this. For 6, blow up the Ozolith. Sure. If I get another one now, he's so fucked, by the way. Nah, he's fine. I mean, I won't. But if I did, he'd be fucked. Because we just, what, play it for 7, -1, destroy this. Oh, he's got another one. Nope. Nice. Good as oozes, that's what I like to see. That went exactly to plan, chat. Does it go any differently if I make a dude player? She's a 5/5 +1, make a 6/6. He gets rid. I probably just ossifies the 6/6, and then it's still buffed to a 5/5, and then just swings at her. I mean, I guess it's the same outcome, right? He still just because I think it's exactly the same outcome no matter which way round I do it there, with him having 2 ossifies in hand. Sure. Alright. Is this ninjutsu again? Haha! Yep. Cool. Sure. Ha-ha! Yep. Ugh. Has anyone had a look at the Thunder Junction spoilers yet? I think I saw Oko. I think that's it. I know something came up on my... I get a feed on my phone of new game announcements and things like that. Something came out about a new sword of wealth and power or some shit. I never actually looked at it, but I was like, ooh, a new sword. Who doesn't love a new sword? Nice. Well, if we draw a land, we can play Vorinclex next turn. Again, I think this deck has 26 lands in it. So, if this were a normal game, then you'd have a higher chance of drawing a land. I don't think we will. I think we'll just draw something useless again. Sure. Probably just plays the dude that buffs everything and then creams me in the face. Really? You don't have anything? Oh, that's nice. I mean, it's going to take me so many turns to get set up anyway. Does it really make that much of a difference? Jesus. We are really making it difficult on ourselves, aren't we? Like, as difficult to play this game as possible. Hey, I can play triple Azuzas next turn. They won't be ready for that. I'll play no extra lands because I won't have any. No, now I can't. He's just waiting to draw the guy that gives everything buffs, or the war leader's called. There's nothing I can... That. So I'm dead next turn, I think. Fuck it. Fucking... Yeah. I milled 10 cards. 10 cards! And I hit a Galter that puts the 6/5 the 2/6/5 gods from my hand into play, and the 6/5 god out of 10. There's right. Let's go have a look. Let's go have a look. Out of 10 cards, that has to be the worst possible options. What is in that deck again? We had Titans. We had another Vorinclex, more Defilers, or Hulking Raptors. I mean, there was even one more Bramble Familiar. You're telling me we hit one of these and all of my remaining copy, and my one remaining copy of Oja. Damn straight we do. Fucking god damn it. We could have hit 2 Titans of Industry and had 4 creatures and 10 extra health. But no. No, that's too good. Man, way to make this mono green ramp deck look like ass. Oh god. I'm gonna keep it, but it's gonna be, I'm not gonna draw another land, so it's just gonna be bad. Oh. It's actually, honestly, it's entertaining how fucking bad our game is sometimes. Like, we build to get lots of lands, we don't get any lands. We build to not get any lands, we get 20 of them. It's just, and our opponent is just rolling in the best starting hand they've ever seen in their life. Every fucking time. I guess we just play the normal forest, doesn't fucking matter, does it? I mean, next turn, this is okay. Play an extra land, turn after gain 3 life, and hopefully play a Hulking Raptor, and then we can, like, Titan of Industry the turn after if we have a land. This could be winnable, chat. We could just get big fast, depending on what we draw. I don't think this we're using on this. I just don't think we care too much. Make it a 3/3. I think we just play that, and then we play this. We could have glimpsed the core, but then we don't gain the 3 life next turn, and I think we really care about gaining the life, because I think the only way we're getting out of this is if we heal for 3 to make this attack only 2 damage. Hulking Raptor, which means which is difficult for them to punch, more difficult for them to punch through. Yeah. Okay, so we're still taking a decent chunk here. Oh, we didn't get it, chat. Man, that's disappointing. Maybe we should have, like, played the glimpse, because the glimpse is guaranteed then to get us the 4 lands. But then we're on 8, we play that, we block one of the 2/2s, we take 5, we're on 3, and we need to draw another land to Titan of Industry. Our opponent, as we expected, just had a good enough hand to beat the shit out of us. Alright. Hey! Glimpse the core. This is if we draw a land, we can do it. But we have to draw a land here. Like, it's the only way it's working. Nice! Hey, at least the games are quick. They're snappy. We're getting absolutely fucking mullered. Fast. That's what we like to see. Absolutely stomped into the ground nice and quick so we don't have to worry about it. Like I said, 26 lands in the deck. Odds are we get a land. I think 26 lands, maybe not. Let's go back and have a look. But then if I count it and there is 26 lands, I'm just going to be frustrated. So, like, maybe not. Oh. Hey. Yep. Well, we do have the 4 lands. That's nice. Which allows us to get Hulking Raptor. Yep. Sure. Ow, ow. Well, we've got the Hulking Raptor, and I don't think they can kill it. Yep. Are we dead? I don't think we're quite dead. We're very close, though. Yep. Okay. Sure. And I guess another Bramble Familiar. Just bolt me in the face. Hey, at least my opponents get their hands. It's nice that one person in the game gets to have a really, really good hand and get what they want. I would feel bad if my opponents didn't, you know, just have it. I would feel bad. No. Probably not good enough, but fuck it. Honestly, I'm probably going to stop streaming at, what, in like 15 minutes. Like, I tried. I really did. But it's just not really doing it for me today. We get to swing with Oja next turn. No, we don't. Well, I suppose that counts as us getting the nuts hand. We didn't. We had a pretty shitty hand. But, we drew the, Raptor. And I guess our opponent didn't have anything. Well, I'll take the win, I suppose. I don't really feel like we did very much. Fuck it. Hopefully we draw other things that aren't lands. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't fucking know. Lots. We have lots of lands. We do. I mean, I guess I'll just play this and force him to react to it, right? Sure. Oh, no, okay. Got removal for the 6/6? Probably, right? Like... yeah. Thought so. Okay. Oh. Got another one? I mean, I gave him an extra land, which is probably bad. It probably just means he's just going to start vomiting spells at me, but, you know. Of course he does. Yep. Yep. So, I can Galter and play this and this. Or I can Bramble Familiar. I think I have to Bramble Familiar mill 7. Wow. That was fucking ass. That was fucking terrible. What? Okay, let's just let me check. I think I have 4 copies of the big boy, right? Yes. We have 4 copies of Titan of Industry. And 25 lands. I feel like we should be hitting Titan of Industry on those more than we are. Because Titan of Industry does what? Summons 2 creatures and blows up their exile enchantment, bringing me back a 6/6. Right? And then they need 3 exile removals to punch through? And we what? Just no, I guess? Sure. Alright, let's go. Is it green, white again? Oh, wow, okay. Well, they're not playing anything, so that's always nice. I mean, if we get to Raptor on turn 4, this hand does stuff. Well, there's wedding announcement. If they can't remove this immediately... that doesn't work. It's got ward. Thanks. Let's play this. Do we just Titan of Industry now? Well, they've got this, like, waiting, so I don't think we can. So now if they do have a way, like, I'm assuming they're just playing this. No. Buried in the garden again to kill... Why? What? What is he doing? Well, so I could Titan of Industry to get that back, but I don't know if I care that much. Okay, are you going to play this? Sure. Yes. That's what we were waiting for. So now we play you, just full price. We make a 4/4, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Get rid of the virtual. I mean, we were saving it for literally that reason. That is the one problem with things like Virtue of Loyalty. Your opponent can kind of see it coming, and if they have a way to deal with it, and green has a way to deal with enchantments, come on. Like... Sure. There's not a lot you can do about it. I know this is going to be a very short stream. So, people are probably going to be like, why don't you just do League on Fridays? But I still like to have Magic as a thing. Because obviously there are a lot of people that like Magic. So it's good to, you know, have it on there as a game that we regularly... Oh my god, how many times are we going to see this deck today? Yeah. Okay. Alright, that was a quick one. We definitely have time for one more. But yeah. Oh, hey Cyquil. How you doing? Nice to see you again. Oh, we did, so, what was it? The Batman Arkham trilogy or whatever was, as you said, about $8 on Steam. So, we did pick that up yesterday. Now, we won't be playing it tomorrow. Tomorrow, as I said, it's probably still going to be Helldivers just because we've got a whole bunch of stuff set up for Helldivers, so we'll just play that. But, next Saturday, we'll probably give it a shot. The first one, which one? Arkham Asylum is the first one? I think it's Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and then Arkham Knight, right? I think those are the three you get with it, at least. So, we'll be playing that tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next week. Oh, I got exile. Yeah, that'll be next week. And I mean, I've never played any of the Arkham games, so I've got no idea what it'll be like, but hopefully it'll be good fun. Hulking Raptor. Counterspell! Yep. It's fine. Oh, look, it's Teferi. I mean, I guess I'll just play my own Planeswalker. Hurt myself a little bit, but that's fine because you're not going to kill me with damage. Make a 4/4. But yeah, we picked them up. We're also, I mean, the spring sale or whatever has all Bethesda things on for like 90% off or something crazy. So like all of the Fallout 4 add-ons together, or like all of the three major ones, the Nuka-Cola Land, and the other one, I'll probably just end up, I'll probably end up picking up maybe next week. I mean, we've still got a while in Fallout 4, I'm assuming. I'm assuming the game's not going to be over when I attack the Institute. That would be a bit too easy, right? And, yeah, MTG's one of those. Nuka World, Far Harbor, and Vault 88. Yes, those. Wait, Vault 8? Yeah, those three. Far Harbor, I remember. Nuka World, I remember. The third one I wasn't really paying too much attention to, but yes. Probably Vault 88. But yeah, they were all on there for like $1 or so, for like $2-3 each or something. So we'll probably pick all those up. And also Fallout 3, the Supreme Mega Edition or whatever, Game of the Year, that one. Is only what, like $6? Vault DLC is called Vault Tech Workshop or something along those lines. I mean, I'm not sure, but he doesn't have enough. He can make this. Can he do? He's got 1, 2, 3 lands. I think I just cream him in the face. But that's only a 2/2. That just blocks and dies. Oh, okay. he needs to board wipe again, or else he's dead. But yeah, we got all those. So we can get the Fallout 3 Game of the Year, which comes with all of the add-ons for Fallout 3, and we can get New Vegas. And I think all of it together is going to be less than like $15. So yeah, excited for that. Do I just Golter? Fuck it. Big boy! So if he has another board sweeper, like Sunfall or something, we'll probably just lose at this point. But I mean, if he doesn't, he's just going to get absolutely fucking annihilated. He needs exactly Sunfall with this 5 mana. He doesn't have it. Where are you from? The accent sounds quite English, but you talk about currency, you say dollars. Right. I am British. I was born, well, I wasn't born in England. I was born in Germany, but my dad was in the RAF, the Royal Air Force. So it was on a British airbase in Germany, which counts as British soil. Anyway, so yeah, and then grew up in England. You know, the accent is where I'm from. I'm British. But last year, slightly before, like end of 22, beginning of 2023. I moved to the US, and, well, it was originally just supposed to be a trip to come over and see, because I have a partner here. My partner lives here. We got married. Say ring. Originally, it was supposed to be me traveling over here to see him and to spend some time together, but after everything that happened with COVID and us not being able to... Because we'd been planning on... I went to visit him once, and it was only for a 2-week stay, and then I had to go home, and then I was going to come back. But then COVID happened, and the whole of the UK got locked down, and I couldn't do anything. And it took almost 3 years to open back up properly, that everyone could travel, like 2 years for people to travel without having to stress about more lockdowns or jump through all these hoops to get out of the country again. So, essentially... when I got here, he after like a couple of weeks of being here, he said, "Do you want to get married, so you don't have to go back to the UK and we don't have to worry whether you'll be able to come back in the future?" And I was like, "Yeah." So now I live in the US. So everything is in dollars here. But yes, accent very British because I am. For 32 years, I lived in the UK. But very recently, I have moved to the US to marry my partner. So we can spend the rest of our lives together. I know, all gooey. How sweet, right? But I'm usually not one for all that gooey lovey-dovey stuff, but we both... essentially couldn't do with the idea of not being able to spend our time together, so yeah, we're super gooey. But yeah, so that's why. I know, very long-winded conversation, and I'm pretty sure I also said I was coming off after that game, so I've just been distracted playing Magic and chatting, but... Ah, yeah. I still spend a lot of my time on, you know, Discord with all my friends from back in the UK. Oh, that's sad. Well, I guess we just sit here. at some point it would be nice to get another land. But, you know, whatever, I guess. Yeah, to be fair, me, like I said, me and my partner have been, you know, together. It was an online relationship, so people can say whatever they want about it, but we have been together for probably 5 to 6 years at this point. But like I said, when COVID happened, it made everything, you know, kind of impossible, as COVID does. I mean, I was in UK. My partner. So we're in Texas, and Texas didn't really care for the whole lockdown thing. They kind of were just like, "Nah, we're okay, thanks." So, I mean, not entirely, but you know, Texas does what Texas wants. Thanks. But yeah, so at the time, my partner was still essentially free to do just about anything. But me being in the UK, I went through that whole, what was it, 8 months where everyone had to work from home. I mean, my job wasn't a one that I had to work from home. My job's a crap job. So actually, I don't think I'm doing that. I think I'm saving that for the Bramble Familiar. But yeah, the 3 months where you weren't allowed to go outside, so you just kind of had to stay inside the entire time. That's not enough damage, friend. What are you doing? I'll have a Titan of Industry in a land? Why would you not block with more? That doesn't do anything. I have a 7/7 with reach and a shield counter. I mean, I like tabletop card games. Oh. Have a Gulter and a Vorinclex. I'll get my 2 lands. Let's submit 0. Yeah, I really, really love tabletop card games in general. So I've tried playing just about everyone there is, but Magic is kind of like the first. So it's one of those things where, because it's been around for the longest, it's got kind of the most innovation in it. Like, Hearthstone is great from an online standpoint, I guess, but it's just a lot of the things in early, maybe nowadays, that they've got the whole generate random cards, which is kind of their own thing, because that's something you can only do in an online card game. Let's have a 1919 Gulter. Yeah. When I played Hearthstone when it first came out, and it was essentially like, oh, here's Magic with no interaction whatsoever, and also all of the card abilities already exist in Magic, so why would you play it? Pokemon is another TCG that I tried to play, but again, it just felt... this was the early days of not necessarily the early days of Pokemon, because Pokemon's been around almost as long as Magic, but it didn't feel quite as, you know, refined as Magic did at the time. This is when I was like, what, like 14, 13, 14 I was playing Magic? Maybe earlier than that. No, like 13, 14. So I don't remember how long Magic had been out, but when I tried playing Magic for the first time, I thought it was incredible. I mean, the deck I played was terrible. It was some 5-color Sunburst from the Age of Mirrodin set. Absolute garbage. Completely worthless. But I really, really enjoyed it. And then I tried playing Pokemon. And, you know, as a kid, you just go, oh, I'm just going to have all of my favorite Pokemon. And it just didn't feel good. I'm there with, like, I mean, again, it was just, yeah, it didn't quite have, like, with Magic, it feels like you're exploring a whole world. And because there's so much, you can get in, like, really stuck into the world bits you like. Like I was saying earlier, the most recent set that dropped is like a murder mystery set. Let me go take a look at the correct collection. So the most recent set that dropped is like a murder mystery, and I don't really care for it. It's not particularly interesting. But things like anything that usually has Innistrad in it is usually more horror themed. It's got like vampires, werewolves, zombies, all that sort of stuff, and I like that. So there's a lot of stuff that I can get, like upcoming sets. So again, I didn't like the Murder at Karlov Manor, which was the newest one, but the next set that comes out is called Outlaws at Thunder Junction, and it's like Wild Wild West, but with Magic characters in it. I think that's going to be really cool. And then after that, they've got Bloomburrow, which is a bunch of like cutesy animal stuff. Which again, I probably won't care for because I don't really care for the cutesy animal stuff because it doesn't do it for me. But the set after that is some psychological new age modern horror mansion, which is going to be filled with a bunch of creepy, weird, mind-bending horrors and all this sort of stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I will play that one. That one sounds sick. Because I like my horror. I like, I like the Alien films. I like sci-fi horror. So like the Alien films, The Thing, all that sort of like zombies, what's the game called? The game that got a movie, but only the first movie was good. Resident Evil. I like all that sort of thing. So, I played a zombie deck when zombies were really bad because I just liked the zombies thematic. So you can just pick a thing that you think is cool and just write it. Like the last set, like I said, the last set I really enjoyed because I like giant dinosaurs. So I did a bunch of drafting. The Lost Caverns of Ixalan was the last set. And it was full of giant dinosaurs. And you'll see I have a lot of it unlocked, mostly just because I was drafting. And just because there was... Where's he gone? This, Gishath Sun's Avatar. Just an 8-mana, giant, monstrous dinosaur. This is a mythic rare. You are not supposed to see this card very often. And I think I drafted all 3 of these copies. Like, I was just like, yeah, I'm just having all 3 of these copies. But if you are interested in Magic, there are generally, in the UK, at least when I did it, what's the bookstore called? Oh, God. Waterstones? I think it's Waterstones. But the Waterstones near me in Bristol. Yeah, Waterstones. Near me in Bristol, because I lived in a place near Bristol. They hosted pre-releases for Magic events. So when they release a new set, generally, and Friday Night Magic as well is a thing that exists. So you can search on the Magic, and you can generally, on the Magic website, you can generally find a place near you as long as you're relatively close to a city. That hosts, Friday Night Magic or pre-releases or any of that sort of stuff. Also, Magic the Gathering Arena, which is what I'm playing here, is free. And now, again, you could say free in quotation marks because They do have a store up here. And you can buy booster packs to get more cards and all this sort of stuff. So and you can buy wild cards nowadays, which I just don't do. But these can be used to make any card you want of that rarity. Doncaster. I mean, Doncaster's certainly bigger than where I lived, so I imagine you probably have somewhere that does magic near you. But yeah, or as I was saying, Magic the Gathering Arena is free. You can download it, make an account, and just start playing. And they do give you, so all these starter decks down here, these you get given. Like, you don't have to pay for any of these. These they just give you. So at the start of the game, you have, 13 decks? They just go, here, try these decks. I will say it's a bit weird because they force you to play Alchemy, which is their new online-only game mode, and I really hate Alchemy. Especially if you do want to go and play in person, because you'll be like, oh yeah, have any of you played Alchemy? And everyone will be like, why? Like, Alchemy's really not a thing. People prefer, whatever. I don't know why they force you to play Alchemy. I really don't. But they do just give you a bunch of decks. And, so you can just play a bunch of different decks until you find one that you enjoy. And then once you've found one that you enjoy, you can start learning and understanding and practicing and seeing, you'll make headway. And while you're playing, you'll be earning gold, and you can use that gold to buy more packs or do other things. Like, the economy isn't great, mostly because, like I said, so the only way to get packs is with gems and gold, and I don't particularly like gems because they're just like a weird... I don't... I know a lot of people don't like this, but I don't like the turning real money into a generic in-game currency so people don't know how much money they're spending. That annoys me, but so many games do it nowadays, I just kind of have to let it go. But what I will say is I personally have never bought gems before. Like, ever. I have a bunch up here because you can earn them. Now, it is slow. I'll give you that. It is slow. But you earn gold, obviously, by playing and completing quests. And then with gold, you can do what's called drafts. So as you'll see, you can pay for gold here. And the rewards are gems. So if you work at it and if you enjoy it and if you get good at it, you can just earn yourself the in-game currency. That's how I have so many gems, because I really enjoy draft. Like I said, I'm not enjoying this current set, so I'm not playing it, but I usually really enjoy drafting, so I generate a lot of gems without ever having to actually play. Enough at least for they do this mastery thing, which is like a battle pass, and they have the basic version, and then for about 3,000 gems, about 3,500, you can buy a premium version, which gives you a bunch of extra cards, gems, packs, gold, a whole bunch of stuff. And I can easily, like, with doing just the drafts, if you get 7 wins, you get 2,200 gems. You get 7 wins twice in a whole, rotation. So we're talking 3 to 4 months, which is how long that goes between new set releases. All you have to do is get 7 wins in a draft twice, and you can pay for the next season Mastery Pass without having to spend a penny, which is essentially what I do. I will unlock the Mastery Pass, and this will go down to about 4,000, and then I will use the gold and the free draft tokens that I've earned and purchased through this and through the store to do a bunch of drafts. and then earn myself a bunch more gems and essentially pay for it itself. So you can earn the in-game currency for free. But again, it requires, as a new player, you're probably not going to be doing too well in draft. I mean, you'll be up against a bunch of new players as well, so maybe you do okay, but draft is a completely different type of game to how normal Magic plays. So again, it takes a little bit of practice and sort of learning. But if you just want to get into Magic, yeah, MTGA is good because, like I said, they just throw all this at you. You make an account for free, download the game, and then they just throw all of this at you. And they have like an introductory thing, like a tutorial, which helps you sort of learn your way through the game. It's quite a nice... for someone like me who's played Magic for years, I hated it because I was just there like, I know all this, please, just let me skip. They do actually have a skip button, which I worked out. I was like, oh, thank God they've got a skip button so I could just skip through the tutorial. But for a new player, it is really, really good. Really helpful, helps you understand the basics. It gives you little puzzles that you have to solve. And then after you've done that, it just goes... Play a couple of games with the color of deck that you have. You'll earn a couple of extra cards as a reward. Then at the end, you have to play another new player who's on the same... I think they call it the color tutorial or whatever. That's doing the same thing. They'll be playing a basic deck probably. Like, again, some people are going to be players who have played a lot. They're going to come in. They're going to spend some money. And they're going to have, made their own deck and then run the color challenge with that. So you could run into one of those. But when I watched my partner do it, because he was new to Magic and I got him onto Magic the Gathering Arena, he went up against a bunch of people all playing the same just basic color decks. And yeah, it was great. It was really good. He understood. He's not obviously, suddenly a pro, but he understood how Magic works. And seeing as it can be quite complicated, that's pretty good. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to call it there, because I've played a lot of Magic today. And honestly, it's getting a bit samey. But thanks for coming and hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow with Helldivers, because Helldivers is great. And yeah, next week on Saturday, we will start playing the first Arkham game. Because that'll be cool. So I will see you later, Cyquil. Thank you for hanging out. Anyone else that was in the chat that didn't just came in, popped in, said hello, whatever. Thank you all. I hope you have a nice rest of your day. And I'll see you all tomorrow, maybe. Or next week. Depending on when you show up. See you later.